Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I've been to every city in Mexico. Came across an unclaimed piece of meat in Baja. Turned out to be Rosie. Guess he picked a knife fight with somebody better.
She's going to be a big girl.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know if the day was...
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 27th day of January, 2025. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday on the Power Trip Morning Show. The Super Bowl matchup is set, and it sucks. I mean, come on. I think Ben Lieber will come in and tell us why it's a good matchup, or maybe not. I don't know. Mussman will be here just to come in and make us feel good, because that's what he do. And, the regular cast of characters. But it's warmer out there. It's going to be a nice week. It's going to feel like spring this week. So you know what? Let's just smile and see what happens. Here's Dave Chappelle. It's comedy on a Monday morning. Come on in now. I am glad you are here.
I've been in trouble and like that. But man, let me tell you something. This guy Puffy, an enormous amount of trouble. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. They got this guy in a RICO case by himself. A lot of my friends ask me, they say, Dave, did you know anything about those freak off parties? I'd be like, I don't know anything about the freak off. And they'd be like, well, how all these people you know was at the freak off, but she's the only one that wasn't at the freak off. I thought about it for a minute. I said, oh my gosh, I'm ugly. That's a tough way to find that out. Can you imagine if you were me reading the newspaper and found out everyone in Hollywood had an orgy behind your back? None of y'all called me? I'm glad they didn't call me though, because some guy who said he knew Puff was like, yeah, man. He's like, I was at the freak off one time and I went in the back room and Puff was in there with Carl Winslow, with Dad from Family Matters. He was smashing and I was like, Puff, what are you doing? And he was like, yeah, it feels good to make another man do your bidding. And I was like, oh my gosh. Carl Winslow from Family Matters was there and I wasn't invited?
Yeah, the finish line is waiting. It is Eagles-Chiefs. That's the Super Bowl matchup for 2025. Sauce, 8 hours ago, you tweeted, awful, unwatchable Super Bowl.
Yeah, I stand by that. It is going to be awful. It is going to be unwatchable, but
you'll watch it.
Well, I have to.
You don't have to.
Yes, I do. I have to watch it. We're going to talk about it the next day.
Yeah, you wouldn't have much to add the next day.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but it's still unwatchable. I watch a lot of unwatchable things.
There's Maxo, there's Zach, there's Chris, there's Paul.
Yeah.
It is like they took, like they were listening to the Power Trip and they said, what two teams do they like the least? Let's make them the Super Bowl contenders.
Okay, well, then now that we got the nightmare scenario, who are you cheering for?
Well, the only person that I like on either team is Saquon Barkley. So I guess I got to cheer for them. I don't know.
I want the Chiefs. I'd rather see Mahomes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I hate the Eagles.
I'm with you too, Corey.
I hate the Eagles.
What's wrong with you guys?
No, the Eagles suck.
I hate
fans
the Eagles.
suck.
Might as well go for history.
You know what?
I like Mahomes.
Are you guys referees?
Right.
Is that what's going on? Is that what the problem is?
Maybe.
I didn't realize this. So you guys
That's the only reason why I don't like them, and that's not really in their control. Is the officiating being so one-sided toward them? They can't really control.
Here's
that.
how I'm going to punish you all. I'm not going to watch. What do you think of that?
It is unwatchable.
We're going to talk about it the next day.
No, I'm going to punish you all. The NFL's really going to react. I am not going to watch.
Please.
Think about this.
You should tweet about
Think about this before you
tell everybody that you're not going to watch it, because we all care.
I know. And
Gosh, the people on social media.
It's like, okay. You're right. It's going to change everything.
And you're going to watch it.
Of course you are.
98% of those people are going to watch it.
Everybody is.
Yeah, there's nothing else on.
I cannot wait for my dad to text me during the game going, who is Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
Buckle up, Dad. I don't think you're gonna care for the next 15 minutes.
Tell him, be like, he's the NFL commissioner.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who's Kendrick Lamar? He's the vice president of the United States.
Yeah, he's the cousin of Lamar Luttrell from the Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, the Limp Wristed Throwing Motion.
Sure.
Brilliant. Great film.
Fantastic film.
Yeah.
Won a couple Academy Awards.
I think it won all of them.
Should have. Do you guys all believe that Josh Allen got the first down?
I believe you put a man on the moon.
So
he did get the first down.
Here's the other thing, though.
And the tight end did as well.
The play before got the first
exactly.
down.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that drives you crazy. Yep. That's the kind of thing that drives you crazy.
Yeah. And you just knew when they said they were reviewing it.
Yeah.
I did like a villain laugh because I just already knew what the outcome was going to be. Whenever it comes down to a situation like that, you know what the outcome. And I'm not the NFL is rigged or anything like that. I don't care. You have to laugh because you know the Chiefs are going to get that call.
Here's what Dad always said. The guy's drunk, right? And he's been messing with you and he won't stop. And if you find a way to knock him to the ground, step on his face. Because if he gets up, he's still going to be drunk and acting like an idiot. My point being...
Fantastic advice.
When you're playing the Chiefs, you can't get the first down by an inch. You got to get the first down by a yard. Because if it comes down to it, the Chiefs are going to get the benefit of the doubt for the refs. So you got to step on their face. You got to break their knee to make sure when they stand up, they can't stand up. You can't let them keep fighting. If you get a chance, you got to break their neck.
And you can't drop that ball.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if he catches that ball, what was it, about the 30-something yard line? I mean, they are in field goal range and they have enough time to get the game-winning touchdown. You have to play your best to beat the best.
I'm going to watch Puppy Bowl.
That's on before.
But the damn refs will probably cheat in that as well.
Yeah, that's on before.
Stupid cats.
Kitty halftime. Kitty Lamar's playing halftime.
There's cats in
the refs aren't even trying to hide it anymore. They're giving it to a cat.
I know.
Hey, did we all learn something in the Eagles-Commanders game, too? The threat from the refs that
I never knew that.
That if they keep jumping over the line and basically jumping off sides, they were just going to award the Eagles a touchdown. Is that in the rule book? Was that an empty threat? How do you can't do that, can they?
That Gene, I think it was Gene Steratore said that before.
Skeletor?
Yeah, Gene Skeletor, before the ref announced it in the game, he said that they could do that. So it must be a thing. I've never heard of it before.
I've never heard of it.
I neither.
And can you imagine if that had actually happened?
Can you imagine if it happened in the next game?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God.
Sauce, would you have truly not watched the Super Bowl if the refs in the Chiefs game said, we are awarding the Chiefs a touchdown because we're tired of the Bills trying to stop them?
And they're at the 35.
Right.
Yeah.
I had never heard of that in my life.
But Charch brought up a great point. Who gets awarded the points in fantasy?
Oh, God.
I mean,
sorry.
I mean, I know it's playoff football. There aren't a lot of people playing fantasy playoff football, but it's a good point. A lot of people watching the NFL play fantasy.
That was real.
Did you choke?
Well, in the NHL,
you almost just killed Chris.
I'm just saying. He's not wrong.
try to answer your question.
Yesterday.
I know. That's my concern. That's a good point. Why do I care about that? I shouldn't. I don't, but I had to bring it up. I mean, I kind of care.
You definitely do. You brought it up.
That God came from the soul.
That was like a belch. I didn't mean for it to happen.
Yeah.
Sauce, 10 hours ago, you tweeted, the Super Bowl logo is red and green.
I think the past 5 out of 6 years, the Super Bowl logo has been the color of the teams playing in it. And I don't think I'm wrong on that. I think last year was the only time it wasn't.
And that is before yesterday?
Yes, that comes out. Yeah, that comes out months before.
That's what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know how you can, the Eagles are they beat the bejesus out of the Commanders, right?
Yeah, that was brutal.
That's
the only thing that I can hope for is that the Eagles hang half.
Yeah, same. I'm cheering for the Eagles 13 days from today.
I hope I'm 13 days from today that we hear this. I don't know, man. They just kept hitting me in the face today.
Right.
And we couldn't stop Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. I agree.
That was Bert.
Yeah.
From Sesame Street.
It was, again, also the kid from Overboard.
Oh, no. The referees did everything they could, but we couldn't get in. We couldn't stop Saquon.
It might be your best impression.
See?
Again, if we just said, Chris, do an impression of Pee Wee Herman, it would be terrible.
Yeah.
But if we said, do an impression of Patrick Mahomes, he accidentally perfectly nails the kid, which is a weird sentence, from Overboard.
Yeah.
Can't
Correct.
prove that, man.
Yeah.
It's dead on.
It's very good.
Man.
I don't know, man. I shouldn't care as much as I do, but damn it, who's going to get those fantasy points?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
No, for real. Who's going to get them? Now I can't stop thinking about it.
See?
Yes.
Hello.
I wish I could take hallucinatory mushrooms.
Well, you can.
Sure.
Well, Sauce, back. Hang on, Chris, stay with that thought for a second, but hang on.
All right, man.
Well, Sauce, what about in an NHL game when there's a shootout win, there's an imaginary goal that's placed in the score?
Well, my example would be the empty net situation. So if there's an empty net and a player has a clear path and he gets hauled down en route to the net, then the puck obviously doesn't go in, they will award a goal to that person. So I guess I would think it'd just be awarded to that guy. The guy from the quarterback. My guess.
The guy from Real World San Francisco season 3.
Was he terrible? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was terrible.
David Puck Rainey is his name? I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he looked like he was probably a disaster.
Yeah,
What's the best season of Real World?
I mean, that was up there.
San Diego was great.
Is my mic on?
Yeah, Pee Wee. That's because you liked Brad.
Brad was great.
And Cam.
Which one of them died?
Cam's a smoke show. Oh, that was Pedro Zamora. He had AIDS.
Okay, well, what about Puck?
Puck did not have AIDS, but he did live with him in San Francisco in season 3.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you were saying about doing mushrooms or something?
I feel like I might want to do something.
Yeah.
Kind of turned into a Charles Barkley impression.
What that is.
Oh, man, I am... I'm not a one-trick pony. I don't even have any room for a horsey.
What?
At least the last time the Chiefs and the Eagles played, it was one of the better scoring Super Bowls that I remember watching. It was like 38-35 or something like that. Hopefully we can get another high-powered Super Bowl like that instead of just the Eagles running it up and down the field, which is great, but it could be potentially very boring.
Unwatchable.
Just unwatchable. I don't know. I guess it'll be fine. Doesn't really matter, I guess,
Yeah, but don't you hate seeing Eagles fans happy? Because they're terrible people.
Well,
more so than being annoyed that the Chiefs are overexposed.
I don't know. I need to know Taylor Swift's travel plans.
Why?
Because it matters.
I think somebody got in trouble for that.
Is that right?
It was like, well, she ended up, it was like somebody was tracking her plane like a year or two ago and had a Twitter account that was like tweeting her location nonstop. And
holy crap.
Yeah, stop doing that, man.
But if you can find that account, you'll know where she is.
That's all right. I guess I don't know. All I got to do is turn on the TV. They're going to show it by 9 times.
That's a good point.
Oh, there,
That reminds me of somebody else. Now I can't place it.
the Lord Jesus Christ?
No. Keep talking, though. I might get there. I'm close.
Whoa. Damn.
Jeez.
Right,
That's all it takes?
Right. I don't even know who that was.
Does kind of change the Bible a little bit, if that's what the Lord Jesus Christ sounds like.
I'm coming back.
I mean, If he sounded like that, yeah,
We don't know that he didn't.
it would be very hard to believe he was the son of God.
This is the voice you picked?
But guys,
I probably wouldn't have gone pilot on it, but
look what I did with this water.
and I still he could have done that in front of me, and if he had sounded like that, still don't think I would have believed him.
What do you need? My God.
Whoa. Oh, my God.
My me.
Never mind.
Whoa.
Whoa! Hey, don't say that stuff, man. That's a real penalty.
What's happening?
It's the Holy Harbor Hour. I'm the fan.
Holy Harbor.
Who has the game? Does Fox have the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
So your guy Brady's going to be in the booth?
Yeah.
Has he got the Super Bowl?
Which tough break for Greg Olson did do one, right?
Yeah, didn't he? Yeah.
He did the one 3 years ago. So he did get a Super Bowl in.
Mary Kate and Ashley's dad?
Yep.
Yes. How are they doing?
Man, they're all right.
Oh, that's good to hear.
This is Jesus.
This is who?
This is Jesus Christ.
Did you have a stroke?
Did I have a straw?
A stroke.
Yeah, I did. My dad ain't great to me.
What?
How am I the one staying out of this?
I don't know.
Ain't bad enough I had nails.
What? Hands and nails? What's he talking?
What am I talking about? Do you know nothing about Christianity at all?
Oh, got it.
What's the nails did?
Oh, I got it.
Is he a 9-inch nail? Trent Darby?
Trent Darby.
Trent Darby. Wow, I don't. Somewhere he's going, wow, I got mentioned on Twin Cities Radio. It's been 30 years. Wasn't he big like in 92?
Somebody's watching me.
No, that's Rockwell.
I'm serious. Somebody's watching me.
What the hell? What song did Terrence Trent D'Arby sing? I don't remember the name of it.
Hold on. Don't tell me.
He had like one big hit.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say, give me one reason to stay here, because that was transition.
Do you want the initials?
No. Hold on.
Of the song?
T.A.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Or T.D. Oh, man.
No, I don't remember.
What was it called?
Hold on.
What's it called? Go ahead.
Isn't it?
Go ahead. Hello?
You didn't have the answer?
No, I don't have the answer. Never mind.
How are you going to give me the initials? Zachary, do you have it?
If you let me stay,
No.
sign your name.
Yeah, that's it. Sign your name, I think was it, right?
They list 4. Dance Little Sister and Wishing Well.
Wishing Well.
Yeah, Wishing Well.
And
that one I definitely remember.
Hurt.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, I should take my Adderall before the show.
Brilliant.
All right. Lieber in like 45 minutes. Muss at 7 o'clock. The Chiefs and the Eagles. Super Bowl, I don't know, 105 or whatever we're
Good
at.
for them, man,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, whatever. Sucks to see the Bills not get there.
It does. Well, he might be one of those quarterbacks that never gets one because of one other guy, right?
Yeah.
It might be the Michael Jordan effect. It might be the somebody else effect. Terrence Brady.
Yeah, the Terrence Trent D'Arby effect. Nominated for so many Grammys, but kept losing to Rockwell. More of the Power Trip after this on the Fan.
Power Hour goes live at 8 a.m. KFAN.com/watch. All thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Yeah, man. Hope we're alive for that. Power Trip Morning Show, here we are.
2 more hours. I think we can do it.
Oh, don't go counting no chickens, brother.
Well, how about last Friday's 8 o'clock hour? What a good dude, man. Ryan
Great
Jeffers.
dude.
That was super awesome.
He was
super
great.
nice guy. The initials win was epic, but what a super good dude.
We were out in the hallway for so long. I was like, "Don't you have some place to be?"
Yeah, which is nice.
He was the best guy ever.
Best.
He answered all my questions about baseball.
Yeah.
When I talk to
Excellent.
somebody like that, I'm reminded of how much I used to love baseball.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try real hard to get back into it this year. I'm going to try real hard.
Well, now you know somebody on the team.
That's what I'm saying. And he said I could come hang out in the dugout. He didn't say that. He did not say that.
That was the best
Yeah, that
question.
was the
Can I
best.
just, if I come watch a game, can I just like hang out in the dugout? Yeah, no, we'll get you a jersey and a glove and a hat.
Yeah.
You can run out there in between innings. Sure.
I'll spit some.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hey. But I mean, that was the biggest crowd we've had in, I think, since COVID, right?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Oh,
So we
yeah.
were
And who
just.
live streamed the initials, by the way? Do we have any idea who that was? And
no.
why?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Did you not know that?
No, the gal behind me, like over my right shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know. She had like a ring cam.
I know, and it was on some, I think it was like a company's website. She live streamed the whole thing on
I
their
didn't know
website.
that.
I didn't either.
Maybe it was like a Slugworth kind of a situation. Maybe she was a spy for another radio station.
Could be.
And at one point, Ryan looks at her and just goes, "Hi," because she kept like looking at him with the camera, and he was too nice to be
I
like,
know.
"What's happening here?" But
Can I tell you something? I go back and watch the YouTube stream to cut up some clips and stuff, right, for social media, right? Go back and watch the clip of Ryan getting his first points, the ear tube bit, because two of the clues, one of them is are cylindrical, and then the next one is are inserted. And the two gals that are behind me, the one that was live streaming, and then the one that was off to my left, when I said they're cylindrical and then they're inserted, they both giggled. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, well, I like them.
Okay. And then the next clue was commonly connected to children, and the look on their faces like, whoop, that's not what I thought it was.
Sorry, Daddy.
They're trying to figure out, how does dildo have the initials E.T.?
correct.
And then I said kids, and their faces react like, nope, mine's in the gutter right now. That's not going to work. But Jeffers got it. Anyway, what a good dude.
Good dude.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, man.
Great dude.
Man,
That was
he's
fun.
27. He's got tons of money, new kid, nice career.
I love the whole idea too that, and we didn't have a lot of time to get into it, but the whole idea that like he wasn't even projected to be drafted until the third or fourth round, and the Twins didn't have a third or fourth rounder, so they took him early, and everybody's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then it turns out he's our starting catcher.
Yeah.
You know, I love that, man. Because how many kids get drafted every year that don't ever make it to the major leagues? I would guess a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
More than any other sport,
Because you
I would
have
say. There's so many different
single A,
levels.
So many
double A,
rounds.
triple A,
Yeah.
all that stuff,
Yeah.
right? Good for him, man. Good for him. Like that guy.
Yeah, great dude.
And he just stomped ass.
Yeah, he did.
And I still say that the biggest mistake Marty made was really just dissing him
Yeah.
before the game started, because he was like, "Oh, really?
Oh, sounds good, Marnes.
Is that right?"
And that was not a fluke.
No.
He
No.
understood the game immediately, could play it
Yeah.
immediately, totally got. What a smart dude.
And you know what?
Said he
I
was a
think-
physics major.
Yeah.
I don't even know for sure that he understood the game right away. I just think he adapted so quickly
quickly,
it didn't matter. You know,
As he told you guys, and he told me in the hallway on the way in, he had not listened to a game. He just read the rules, which
where do you read the rules?
Yeah, where do you read the rules?
I don't know.
I don't know where he said he just read all the rules, and I'm like, how do you? It's like,
Figured it out.
God, if there's rules,
Right. Yeah.
you
he
should
was
probably
great.
read those, Corey.
Probably should once in a while. Yeah, either way. That
how
was awesome.
smart do you have to be to like? Because like I've never been like I have to like see how it's done. I can't read a rule book and be like, oh, I get it. He is smart enough to read the rules, see how it's done from that angle, and then.
That's one of the
Bring it
biggest
in.
barriers to most modern board games. You crack open a new board game,
you forget
and the instructions look like, well, it's going to take me an hour to even understand how to start this stupid
Forget
thing.
it.
Piece
Yeah.
like,
So
yeah.
that's why a lot of those people, like you just kind of referenced, Zachary, there's a lot of people that have a lot of followers by simply doing playthroughs of board games. Because you can watch them.
brilliant.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, you can watch them, and then you see how it's set up. You can see how it's played. And then you're like, all right, instead of reading this for an hour and not completely comprehending, then you got people like Charge, who I think that's half the fun is Let's crack this code. Let's solve this puzzle. Yeah, but if it's game night and you got your neighbors or friends over, nobody's had game night.
Oh,
nobody's got an hour to learn the rules. That's a buzzkill. You got to be up and running immediately.
Yeah, correct. Just give me the gist of it.
Give him the gist.
Man, do you mean I might finally understand how to play Risk?
Right.
The funnest concept, the most complicated game.
Absolutely.
I never understood how to play.
One time, ever.
I really, really wanted to play it though. But
I played it when I was younger, but I haven't played it since I was about 10.
Yeah.
My neighbor Paul.
No,
not you. Paul.
I wasn't smart enough, and none of my friends were. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
No.
Napoleon, go.
Isn't Risk mostly just a dice rolling game, though? Again, it's been 25, 30 years since I played it.
Hickory dickory dock.
Don't you just kind of roll dice and then move pieces and take over countries? Is it more than that?
I just don't know.
It's been 30 years since I played it. I do like Risk, the concept.
Let's play Risk. Blah, 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 blah.
Do you ever finish that book?
I'm very close to the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very, very close to the end. Yeah.
It's a Michael Stipe book or it's an REM book?
REM. Really a great, great book. One of the most thorough books about a band I've ever read. And I love it because when you get to a new album, I always like to listen to the new album or to the album they're about to talk about and then listen to the chapter about the album. It's super cool, man.
That's sweet.
I'm in the chapter about Automatic for the People. Holy balls, what a great record.
Yep.
Holy balls.
Yeah.
Man on the Moon. Jeez Louise.
Front Page Sports is next. Power Trip Morning Show fan.
The Fan.
Correction 35. I couldn't believe it. I said they must be wrong.
It's 45 degrees.
I meant to say 25. Did
25.
I say 45?
I don't know what you said.
25. You said 25. I was standing right there screaming in his face.
Thursday, it's supposed to be 46.
I know it, man. Even last night, I was like, it kind of feels like spring out here. It's good. But anything feels good after minus 100.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, was it cold. Did I tell you guys I broke down and bought one of those heated vests?
Yeah, you were telling us on Friday.
Greatest investment of all time. I'm going to tell you right now, it's very, very expensive. But if your core is warm, you're good. And I am cold all the time because I'm old as balls.
Yeah, you're handsome, though.
That's really nice of you to say.
Oh, man, I greatly prefer being cold.
I thought you were going to say disagree.
No.
I greatly disagree. You are not handsome.
No. Hate being warm.
See, I
used to be
don't
that
like
way.
being cold.
Yeah,
at all.
I used to be. In the summertime, if you ask me, I'll say, please give me minus 30.
Yeah,
but right now, there's nothing good enough for me, Corey. Have you realized that yet? I'm never satisfied.
Oh.
Yeah, you should look into that.
No.
Well, maybe you should break up with my dad then.
All right, let's do Front Page Sports, and it's brought to you by our friends at Holiday.
Good idea.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, buy 3 Pepsi 20-ounce products for just $5.50. 3 for $5.50 for a limited time. You can mix and match any Pepsi flavors you want for a limited time at our friends at Holiday.
Holiday Wales.
Thanks, Holiday. The Philadelphia Eagles won 55-23 over the Commanders. Saquon Barkley, 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdowns. The Eagles ran for 7. Maybe you've heard this stat.
Yeah.
The Cowboys all year long only had 6 rushing touchdowns. The Eagles had 7 yesterday. How many did the Vikings have in the 2024 season? Sauce, you're nodding your head, you know?
I know, yeah.
Okay. How many rushing touchdowns did the Vikings have this regular season? The Eagles had 7 yesterday.
5?
I'm going to say 7 as well.
Zachary, you got a guess?
5 sounded right. I'm going to go with 5.
Cowboys had 6 all regular season. They were dead last. The Vikings only had 9. They were 29th in the NFL. 9 rushing touchdowns. Now, Sauce, you can jump back in on this one. 5 different Vikings ran for touchdowns this year. Name the 5.
Jones.
Aaron Jones had 5.
Ty Chandler.
Nope.
Darnold.
Darnold had 1.
JJ.
Nope.
Addison?
Jordan Addison.
Addison had 1.
yeah.
So you have Jones, Darnold, and Addison. You're missing 2.
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers
Yes,
and
CJ Ham.
CJ Ham. Well done.
Nice job, Hogs Daddy.
Aaron Jones had 5. The other 4 guys, 1 each. Addison, Darnold, Akers, Ham.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was a fun game. And that'll do it for the show.
I like that game.
Thanks for tuning in.
Man, that was a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about Hurts and Barkley also, the first combo in playoff history ever to each run for 3.
Yeah. Also sounds like a great law firm.
Yeah, they're incredible, man.
Yeah, Saquon, that first play, it's basically, they teach you in Pee Wee football, low man wins, and they all tried to tackle him around his shoulder blades, and he is just unstoppable. He's fun to watch, man. I love Saquon Barkley.
He's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
Man. One of the best individual seasons by any player on either side of the ball that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So good.
The Kansas City Chiefs also headed to the Super Bowl. Yet again, they win 32-29 over the Bills. Kansas City trying to become the first team ever to win 3 straight Super Bowls. In fact, they're the first to ever get back to the third after winning back-to-back. The other 8 teams fell short. So first team that even has a crack at the third one. The Chiefs have now won an NFL record 17 straight games when it was in one possession. 17 straight one-possession games they have won.
It's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
And Mahomes won his 17th playoff game. That is now second all-time by himself. Broke his tie, I think, with Montana, and now he has a long way to go. Brady has the most ever at 35. Jeez. You know, the other problem with Brady or Mahomes, too, is they so often get the bye that they have one fewer game every postseason.
Right. Very good point.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Hogs?
Baby.
Are you still excited for the Pro Bowl?
You know, I love it. It's my favorite part of football season.
Yeah, you were texting me about it yesterday.
2 things I like are preseason football games and the Pro Bowl.
Well, yeah.
You should go.
No, I'd rather watch it on TV. I don't want to miss anything.
That's a good point.
You know what drove me crazy yesterday? There was seeing golf advertisements starting next week. Isn't that something?
Yeah. I mean,
you're talking about Scotty Scheffler. Was that Nance and Romo?
Yeah, it's the Pebble Beach Pro-Am bit.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, they've had
better than Top Golf on ESPN.
Yeah, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
That's terrible.
It's so bad.
Thank you. So bad.
Not you again.
Not you again. Lord Jesus.
It's just unwatchable.
Yeah, it's unwatchable. Yeah, real golf has been kind of starts at that Hawaii bit that they do, I think, week 17 of the NFL season. But yeah, we'll be in full golf mode here in about 2 weeks. Because you got on the Sunday before the Super Bowl, you have the Waste Management Open, which is a bleep show. But yeah.
The Wolves on Saturday won 133-104 over the Denver Nuggets. The Wolves have won their last 2. And in that game, Ant scored 34 points, but also 3 of 8 from 3, and he passed Cat for the most threes in Timberwolves history.
Holy crap.
That's the team we thought that they could have when they made that trade. That was the best they've played all year. They were into it. They were all on the same page, and they just dominated Denver. That was a great win.
And tonight they host Atlanta, and I think Atlanta's a couple of players short, so should be.
Yeah.
Unless we blow this, should be another win tonight.
Yeah, Trae Young is out. They're 9.5-point favorites.
Listen, I don't know why you guys are talking about basketball and not mentioning my squad.
Oh, I'm getting to that because that game was unbelievable.
Awesome. Yeah.
Number 1.
Also on Saturday, the Gophers won 77-69 over number 15 Oregon. That is their 3rd straight Big Ten win. Dawson Garcia, 31 points, including an absolutely emphatic dunk.
Stud.
Just to hammer it at the end. Parker Fox all over the place. He was playing really well. 13 points for our guy Parker. Up next, at number 8, Michigan State tomorrow at 7.
Take a break, driver 8.
3 straight, though. They looked like they were dead in the water. We were all talking about how we felt bad for our guy Ben Johnson. We felt bad for our guy Parker Fox. We're like, man, this thing's just falling apart. Now they've won 3 straight, and that was the 15th ranked team in the country, and they beat them by 8.
Yeah. It was a sweet game. I watched, I think, the entire second half. It was sweet, man. Good for them. The place was rocking, and did you see who ran on the court when they won?
Probably Guardsy.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Grim caught a really good picture of it.
Oh, that's great. Grim was great in that game.
Yeah,
by the
Grim
way,
was
man.
great.
The whole thing was so fun. I just happened to be listening to it on the old radio because I kept hearing how great Parker was playing on the twit. And so
what?
Twitter, that's how the kids say it.
He's right. I checked in there.
Thank you.
Oh.
And I tuned in and I listened to the whole thing and I'm like, my goodness, this is fun. We're going to win this game. We got to win this race.
There was that one little stretch where the Gophs made like 3 consecutive mistakes, and I think Oregon got within 1 or 2. I forget exactly. And it looked like they were going to blow it.
Yeah.
Then they calmed down and got it back going again. And the attention that squad gave Dawson Garcia.
Yeah.
I mean, Oregon was basically like, somebody else is going to have to beat us. We're just not going to let him get the ball. But other players stepped up.
Yeah.
They did.
He's great.
Yeah, and Parker fouled out, but I've watched Parker play a few games and listened to him play a bunch of them on the fan. I've never heard him play that good a game. I don't know if that was his best game as a Gopher, but it sure sounded like it.
I like that reverse dunk.
Yeah, that was
right down the lane.
It's a tribute to Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And I love how they called him an 8th-year senior. I did not know that. They go the 8th-year senior as he went and shot free throws. I'm like, goo!
You said what now?
Goo. It's from.
Why'd you yell goo?
It's from. Isn't that a Happy Gilmore? No, Billy Madison. When the kid pisses his pants, he says goo. He does. Okay.
Did you hear I finally graduated?
Yeah, and just a shade under a decade, too. All right.
You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
Goo!
Goo!
Hey, Sauce?
Yes.
I haven't seen you the reference the second you said it, but I thought it was funnier to just leave you hanging. And
that's okay.
Make these guys think that you just randomly yelled out the word goo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because it was creepy as hell.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You creep me out, man.
I do?
Your mom freaked me out, man.
Why?
That's a movie reference. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
He's a righteous dude. That's another movie reference.
Yeah, that's
completely out of nowhere.
It's Ferris Bueller, Sauce. Keep up.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Watch me for the changes and try to keep up.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
That's another movie reference.
That's another movie reference.
Yeah.
You're missing them all.
That's Back to the Future, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Somebody needs to kill that horse.
Probably.
That's from Seabiscuit.
Or Red Dead Redemption when you get off your horse.
You ruined it. I had a good joke and you just stepped all over it.
I don't know why you needed to piggyback. That was not a yes and situation. That was just a laugh and enjoy it situation.
Yeah, now you're taking away
somebody tell me what situation we're in so I know how to act.
The situation is let's make the listeners laugh, and Chris did it, and you had to say something else.
Yeah,
that completely stopped it.
You just
Normally when Chris says something super funny, you quietly sit there, no reaction, and then go, that was brilliant.
Yeah,
that was genius.
Without laughing, giggling, chuckling, which is a really annoying word. I don't know why I hate the word chuckling.
Yeah, I know. You do.
That's
not
like beverage. I don't like the word beverage, and I don't like the word chuckling.
Yeah,
it's laughing. Who uses the word chuckle?
Yeah.
You a moist guy?
Oh my God! Get out of here.
He sure is a moist guy.
No, he has no idea.
Hey, has anybody seen Bursich?
Today?
Yeah.
Nope, haven't seen him today.
Multiple people are recovering after a car drove through a crowd of Philadelphia Eagle fans last night.
God. Why is that funny?
It happened around 9:30 as fans were
the car?
celebrating the Eagles' victory over the Washington Commanders, punching their ticket to the Super Bowl. Witnesses told police that around 30 people were hit and several individuals were rushed to the hospital.
Jeez.
A suspect is in custody, but no charges have been announced yet. Apparently he was screaming, "Oh my God! Oh my God!"
Is this what do you think is more likely? A guy that got hammered and just drove through a crowd because he was
By
drunk?
accident? Right.
Or is this a terrorist thing where it's like, if they win, that crowd is going to spill onto the street and then that's when I pounce?
I'm going to guess it was somebody who had somewhere they needed to be. And they started late because they didn't want to go anywhere because they were watching something, but they had to go pick somebody up. And they were angry about it. And they were sitting at a stoplight. And the end of the crowd was not in sight. And he just said, "Today's the day." and he stomped the gas.
Like the gal driving the golf cart at the national championship game with the head coach of the
Ryan Day,
the least happy
Buckeyes
person on the planet.
Yeah. Well, that's not good.
No.
Yeah.
So
it's not
Pete's
good.
on the lamb?
I don't know if it's Pete or not.
It's on the lamb.
I have no idea. I'm just asking.
Hey, dumb question, but if you're on the lamb, right, is it spelled the same way? Is it L-A-M-B?
I don't think so. I think it's just
L-A-M?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it in my mind.
So
yeah.
what does that mean then?
If someone is on the lam or they go on the lam, they are trying to escape or hide from someone such as the police or an enemy.
Or the fuzz.
Well, what does lamb mean then?
Yeah, it's a sheep.
It's a sheep that can't spell?
Right. No, that's a good question. I don't know.
Because I've never
I don't know
heard.
if that's a standalone word or not. I mean,
Right.
I mean, obviously it is.
The origin of the expression is in heated dispute among slang etymologists.
Yeah, man, there's a bunch of us out
controversial.
there. We're all slang etymologists.
So they don't know where it started.
Yeah, we argue a lot.
You do?
Yeah, about a slang and the etymology of slang words. Like wild for, like, where does that come from? UFO. No idea, right?
So good.
Ooh.
Oh,
That would hurt a little.
I know the origin of that.
Yeah,
where that came from.
Like, have you ever written or typed the phrase on the lamb? Because I don't think I have, and that's why I just question. I'm like, I don't even know how to spell it.
And I guarantee if I did, I spelled it like the animal.
I would have as well.
Yeah.
Man, that's not a good smell. My
Oh
apologies.
my God.
My apologies.
Did you have spaghetti?
What did I eat? It smells like it smells like I ate something that was no longer safe to eat. I don't know what I ate.
Give Max a couple more seconds. He'll figure it out. It's like edible wallpaper, lickable wallpaper. In,
one of my
Willy
bandmates
Wonka.
one of my bandmates in the Fabulous Armadillos, we played a corporate show on Saturday night, and the beginning of the second set, we start with the song "Carry On My Wayward Son," which requires a giant deep breath. And right as I was about to do that, one of my bandmates just ripped a word.
Oh.
And so I took just a giant deep breath of fart. And I couldn't help but choke a little bit and turn around and look at him and just say, "What's wrong with you?" Right in the middle of "Carry On My Wayward Son," into the microphone.
Yeah.
Embarrassed myself a little bit. Probably made the people out there listening to us wonder why I was so upset at one of our band members. I'm not going to say which one it was. But my God.
And then he said, "That's for Max."
He did. He did. Yeah, you're right.
He stared you down.
"What is the etymology of that?"
Hey, speaking of Saturday farts, I laughed my ass off at the Timothy Chalamet fart CPR sketch. Am I the only one that saw that?
I haven't seen any of it yet. I was out
I
late.
saw the monologue in the performance.
Zachary, I'm full on Team Chalamet. That dude kicks ass.
He's great, man.
Yeah.
He's been great.
He is so cool, and I love, again, my favorite people on SNL are the ones who you can tell love the show and are all in, right? Harry Styles is one of them as well. But, dude, Chalamet is fantastic on that show. He gets it. He leans into it. And, man, there was a sketch I should show you guys during the break. He farts a gal back to life.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
With CPR.
Somebody stole my idea.
And it was brilliant.
What?
And it sounds dumb. You're like, okay, fart humor. It's like, well, first of all, it's cashing our checks, right?
Fart humor's great.
But
winning.
Right, hello.
This was such a creative way to do a fart joke for 5 straight minutes.
Yeah.
And he nailed it. He was hilarious. His little stupid ass grin into the camera. Oh, man.
I
Team
remember
Chalamet.
I didn't know who he was. And then I watched the movie Little Women, which is a great movie, the latest adaptation with that one girl, Florence Pugh.
Oh, yeah.
And he stole that movie. He was great in that movie. I had no idea who he was. I've never seen him in anything and said he's not great.
He's phenomenal. I mean, he's
so
in
good.
he's the lead in 2 of the Best Picture films this year and has already been in 7 of them. And he's not even 30.
What's the other one?
Dune and then Dylan. Yeah, he's incredible, man. And there's a lot of really good actors in Hollywood these days. He is a movie star. There are very few movie stars.
Where's he from, though, for real? Is he American English?
He's from New York.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
I think he said
mom, right?
I think he said he grew up not, like kind of loving SNL because it was such a part of his like culture living around New York and just seeing it on the old screen and saying, I want to do that.
I don't think it's too late for me. I've decided I want to be a writer on SNL.
It's not too late for you.
I even wrote a sketch on Saturday.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to start tabulating sketches and see if they'll hire an old-ass man.
You're not an old-ass man.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Thank you. But yes, I am.
What really matters is next scores and stats around the world of sports. Ben Lieber in like 10 minutes. Power Trip Morning Show fan.
The Fan.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I know it's Monday, but I hope you're feeling all right. It's going to be warmer this week. That's a good thing. We'll take that. It is the 27th day of January already. Holy moly.
Flying.
Man, I know.
My son's 4 weeks old today.
Incredible.
Dang.
You having a little party for him?
Maybe.
You got a job yet?
You get him a car?
Not yet.
Is he
He's got his
walking yet?
license before me?
No.
Has he said his first word?
No.
Man, he's doing nothing.
No.
What a bum.
God.
He poops a lot.
Does he sleep through the night?
He gets up about, once. But other than that, he goes back to sleep.
So he's like me.
Yeah.
When does he start preschool?
Tomorrow.
You know what I wish I could bottle?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
The feeling you get when it's Sunday and you wake up to go pee at like 6 a.m. and you realize you don't have to get up to go to work.
Yeah.
And that that is the greatest,
The Sunday morning urination.
the joy that I don't have to get up to go to work and I can go back to sleep. Because the first thing you think when you wake up is, oh, man.
Right.
Yep.
And I love my job, don't get me wrong, but sleep is the king.
Yeah.
It's tough to beat.
It is.
Let's do what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports and in between. Chris will change your life with something else.
That's right.
Something.
Look at Lieber over there.
Yeah, there's Ben. Ben's
Hi, Ben.
here. Right on time. It's
Look at Ben.
exactly 6:30.
Look at Ben.
Hi, Ben.
You know, people always ask me if we're related.
You and Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you or
Hi,
not?
Ben. I don't know. We might be.
I mean, if you go
like it?
far enough back,
I tried
sure.
something new. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I got a weird shirt on today for me.
No, it looks fly.
Thank you. Thank you. I've never worn a shirt like this before, but I was trying it. You know? Mm-hmm. I thought it made me look a little like Timothy Chalamet.
Looks more like the dude from The Big Lebowski.
I'll take that too.
The millionaire.
I feel like you're going to
Your
go
shirt?
bowling.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. I tried something new. It really means a lot. Thank you. Nobody else said a damn word. But you noticed. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got something like that in my closet at Twin Cities Live.
Do you?
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It definitely harkens like 70s sofa vibes.
Right.
I've seen you wear it.
Yeah.
I like your blouse.
Wait a minute. I guess I never thought of that, Benjamin. You have a full-blown closet just on site, just in case.
Yeah.
So you don't have to bring anything from home, or you do?
No, I have my shoes and
my shoe,
my pants and my shirts and sweaters.
Give me a multiple here. How many times larger is Elizabeth's closet compared to yours?
She has more room for shoes, but it's relative. It's basically the same thing. I'm not going to glorify this at all. It is a small closet in which there's two closets dividing the two. So we don't have a ton of space. I mean, I feel like we just have a shower curtain with a little curtain on it, shower rod with a curtain to like give you a little bit of privacy. But when I'm in my little space to change, I mean, I definitely feel like Tommy Boy in the airplane bathroom.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's that small.
That's cool.
Like when early on, I literally bent over. I think I was putting on a pair of shoes or something. I bent over.
What were you doing?
Yes.
Exactly. And I hit my head on the wall. Like my forehead on the wall.
What'd you do?
Got a concussion?
Oh, no.
I powered through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Independent neurologist came over, checked me out, said I probably shouldn't play, but I just pushed through it.
Yeah.
You are nothing but garbage.
Chill out,
Randy.
Since Ben's here, let's go around the weekend of the NFL, not necessarily AFC and NFC title games. We'll get to those in a second. But, Ben, quick Twitch reactions to some of these things. That's Sauce's quick
The
Twitch.
guy fell.
Pete Carroll hired as Vegas Raiders head coach. It's just 73 years old.
I mean, good for him. It's a big surprise, honestly. if I'm 73, I'm no longer working as much as I love whatever I'm doing. So I don't understand why he can't just ride off in the sunset and be happy in his life and just not coached. Why take the stress of coaching? I know it's a fat paycheck, but I don't know, man. I like the fact that the NFL does this and that not everything has to be young and new and shiny new toy. It can be, hey, we value experience. We value, a guy that has been there and done that. That's not going to get enamored by maybe all the new things. It's some of the tried and true methods. I sort of like that they can do that, but that was a little shock to me.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Do we know, is Pete married?
I think he is.
Okay.
I think he is. I know. I get it.
Yeah, he's married.
So that explains it.
He's married to Glenna Goranson.
That sounds right. How long have they been married?
Since 1976.
Before that, he was married to Lewis.
He was married to Wendy Pearl.
Louis Farrakhan.
What? Paul, your hands up.
Glenda Gorison. Wood hockey.
What now?
Glenda Gorison. No, sorry. Glenna Gorison.
Wow. He added a D.
I'm sorry. It's
You always had
Galinda.
the D.
Galinda.
Woodhawk.
What really matters is
Of course
this.
I would. Well, we're doing. Oh, I thought we were okay. I'm sorry. I was unprepared. I thought we were going. Here we go.
You can find some animal facts or something. Like there's
Some
like
anal facts?
it is. It's almost like I did say that.
It does.
Animal facts.
Okay. Here. Well, I got something for you. I did have some stuff. I just Boris Yeltsin. Remember that dude? Remember that
Yeah,
name?
sure. Yeah.
When he was young, I did not know this. When he was young, he lost 2 fingers smacking a stolen hand grenade with a hammer.
Jeez.
Now, how do you only lose 2 fingers?
Right.
Who do you steal a grenade from?
And why are you whacking?
And why did you whack it with a hammer? And how are you that dumb and become the president of whatever country that was?
God, I could see this if you're like 8 years old. 100%. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah,
right.
There wasn't there a time in your life where you walked around with a hammer and just kind of like hit everything that you saw?
Let me tell you what I lived through. The time of, and I hope this is not a offensive statement. I don't think it is. I think we called them Chinese stars. Do you guys remember those?
Throwing stars.
Yeah, throwing stars. Right. We used to throw them at each other.
Oh my gosh.
The real ones? Or the paper ones?
No, the real ones. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we were idiots.
Yeah.
You're
We're
also copyright Dumb and Dumber. You're also terrible shots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
Right?
weren't.
Because it sounds like none of you hit none of you.
Here was the rule we had: couldn't throw it at your head.
Oh, what a good
Oh,
rule.
that's a great.
No, that's smart.
We
Like,
also
if it hits you in the heart, I mean,
right.
you'll be fine.
We also had the same rule with the BB guns. You couldn't aim at the head. But still, Devin got shot just beside his eye.
Of course you did.
Oh.
Yep.
Freaking Devin.
Oh, poor Devin.
What a good rule. God, kids are so dumb.
I know.
so
I
yeah.
know. Let's see.
And then they all go, yeah, all right, sounds good. Yeah, all right. And they just start shooting at each
Doesn't
other.
say how old he was.
See? Same thing.
Yeah.
Found a grenade. I got a hammer. Why not hit it?
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You ready to party, big guy?
Little
Let's do
trial
it.
and error.
That is so true, though. If you showed up to your group of friends and you had a live grenade,
Right.
you would be the S.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But in Russia, that's every day.
Yeah,
Button
that's
Russia.
true. You can buy a live grenade at Walgreens in the checkout.
I don't know how we got Chinese stars or how we got nunchucks. We all had nunchucks too. Where the hell did we get these things? There wasn't Amazon back then.
It's called not being supervised,
Yeah, that's true. You're
Well
right.
said.
Which is fun.
which is super fun.
Yeah, it's also called an older brother, right?
Yeah,
the older
probably.
brother
Oh, yeah.
got it.
The Cowboys hired offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to be their head coach. He's 51 years old. So, Ben, they went internal. But it feels a little panicky.
Oh, yeah, they did. Felt a little weird, but for me personally, very excited for Brian. I was with him in San Diego, and he's a phenomenal human being, and love that dude. So I'm excited to see what he can do. But we all understand what this hire is. I mean, it is very much Jerry Jones playing puppet master again. He wants to run the team. He wants to find somebody that understands. He doesn't have to, since Schott's been there, he understands how the system works. He's like, I don't have to, bring you up to speed on how our organization works. Basically, I'm Jerry Jones. This is my son. We call the shots. You just implement what we say. Cool. We'll pay you a fat salary. You can build your own staff. There you go. So, I don't know. I feel like this thing is being played out over and over and over again, but I'm happy for him to get his opportunity. We'll see what happens.
What really matters is this.
The sand around the Bahrain International F1 circuit is glued down to make sure it doesn't blow onto the track.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
That's
sense.
a lot of glue.
That's a lot of glue.
Yeah, a lot of glue. A lot of glue.
Makes sense, though.
It does. It does.
Is F1 in America still super popular, or did that bubble kind of burst?
I would say it's burst a little bit, but it's way more popular than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as much hype around it.
Right.
It's kind of a bad time for it to explode because there's just one guy that wins every single race.
Yeah.
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 Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh going back to the Niners, where he was DC from 2017 through 2020, but obviously he was a Jets head coach, and then he was fired. But now he's going back to San Francisco, Ben.
Yeah, I think that one sort of made sense. I think the second that he got fired and they fired their coordinator, it was like, well, as long as they left on good terms, this seemed like a perfect match, and it happened.
All right, more of what really matters after this. We'll do wild news after this. More with Ben Lieber and the rest of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, feeling good on a Monday morning, 6:45. Here we are. Let's go. Let's attack this week, shall we? Ben's here. Cast of thousands. Look at us all. Mussman will be in momentarily. We got a Super Bowl matchup. How about those? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, good for the Chiefs fans. They love their team. They've had enough, though. I'm sick of it. And the Eagles.
On behalf of the National Football League, it is my honor to present the George Halas Trophy to the National Football Conference champions, our Philadelphia Eagles.
There you go. Congratulations.
All right, Ben, I'll ask you the same thing I asked these fellas like an hour ago.
Will you kiss me?
This is a nightmare
You do ask
matchup
that.
because everybody's sick of both of these teams. But if you had to pick one, who you cheering for and why?
Oh, 100% the Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, not even close.
Thank you.
Not
Thank
even
you.
close.
Despite the fans and the fan base.
Don't care.
You like the players more?
I like the players more. I like the players more. I don't like the head coach that much. Sirianni and Big Dom, I don't know.
Oh, Big Dom sucks.
Yeah, apparently though, so my brother lives out in that area, and he is on the opposite side of all this, like because he's surrounded by all the Eagles fans. He's like, no, I don't want the Eagles to win at all. I don't want those people anything to cheer about. But apparently, Big Dom is well loved by all the players. They love themselves some Big Dom.
No kidding.
So anyway, just, I think national perception of him is a little different if you're inside the organization. But all that being said, I can't do the Chiefs anymore. I just can't. And it's not because of Kelsey, and it's not because of Taylor. It's none of that. It's just, I want something different. And I'm not even saying that it's always the refs are on their side and all this other stuff. I'm just tired of them. It's the Mahomes type stuff. I wish they would sort of pump the brakes a little bit on his legacy already. Look, to me, this whole season has been about, really for 2 years in a row, it's been about their defense and it's been about their offensive play calling. Patrick Mahomes is a game manager. That's all he is to me. I don't think that he's any different than Brock Purdy at this point when it comes to being a quarterback. He's just doing what Andy Reid is calling. Yes, there are some plays where he can extend plays. I get all that stuff. I mean, there is a difference there. But when you're watching these games and you watch the calls that are being run, this is 100% more of their offensive staff just out coaches a lot of defensive coordinators. They give you so much variety. They change so many things up. and he's just dumping the ball down here and there. And then when he gets into trouble, he runs around and heaves the ball up in the air, and their guys end up making plays. I can't figure it out. It's not luck. It's just they make difference-making plays when they have to. It's not sexy. It's not him throwing for 350 yards. It's not him being this magical quarterback that just puts the team on the back. It's Andy Reid, and I think that's part of the annoyance too. Is everybody wants to anoint Patrick Mahomes as the guy? It's like if I'm watching the games, it's not necessarily even close to being on him. It is that is a good football team with a good defense and a fantastic play caller.
Oh, well said.
I like it.
Thank you for your honesty.
And I'm taking the Eagles.
What's the line?
I don't even know what the line is.
Which way? Chiefs by 2?
Chiefs by 2.
Well, give me the Eagles.
They can't stop
by 1,000.
Saquon. They can't stop Saquon.
Please start gambling again. It's more fun when you gamble.
I'm actually really surprised that they're taking the Chiefs as the favorite right now. I think if you watch am I blind?
No, I'm with you. I'm blind as well. They can't stop Saquon. Nobody can.
Yeah, I was surprised.
If you look at the team overall, who's got the better team and who plays a more dominant style of football, it's the Eagles.
Man, that
but I guess you've
offensive line and defensive line.
It's so good.
It's bully ball.
It's so good.
I don't know how the offensive line of the Chiefs is going to slow down Jalen Carter. He's outstanding. And
when he wants to go.
And they let him fall to Philly. And Philly, the drafting, Quinyon Mitchell is a number one quarterback. Yep. Cooper DeJean is a stud. They drafted Jalen Carter, who's the really huge dude that was from Georgia.
That's a huge bitch.
That ran the impressive 40.
Oh, that was at Alabama.
Oh, he went to Alabama.
Well, they
defensive lineman.
Look how good Zach Bond's playing.
Yeah,
he was a free agent pickup. You know, he's a freaking all-pro.
Yeah,
making splash plays every single game. You got Nolan on the outside, who love the fact that he goes no gloves.
Yeah,
I mean that's the best.
Old school. Yeah,
he's old school, and he's just quick twitch off the edge. Yeah, man, they have a real complete team, and the same thing can be said about Jalen Hurts. I don't think Jalen Hurts does anything special. They get
Jordan Davis. That's a monster.
Yeah, that's a monster.
Yeah,
they get
that's a huge bitch.
Yeah, he's 6'6", 336. That got me. That's funny.
I don't know. I think that this game. This will be I actually look forward to this game. I want to see the two sort of match up together, but I get it from a fan base perspective. Everybody's tired of the Chiefs, and everybody hates the Eagles fans. So nobody wants to cheer for either team. I've paying attention to X. It's like everybody's I'm not watching. Yeah, you're gonna watch. You'll watch. Give it 2 weeks, and you're gonna be watching. But it's not ideal.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's the only thing on.
No, it's not. But I like it. I like football. It's the last
hundreds of other channels. You watch whatever you want.
Yeah.
In that window, though, they're not programming anything good.
See, Zacho gets
it doesn't have to be good, but there's other things on.
What do you do? Watch the NBA?
I mean, you could watch History Channel and learn something.
Yeah, man. I like
you could watch the Puppy
documentaries.
Bowl.
Yeah.
If you still have cable or satellite,
you could watch HGTV and see somebody flip or flop.
Red Shoe Diaries.
It'd be amazing if they actually taught puppies to bowl.
Taxi Cab Confession. Oh, yeah. Watch Fake Taxi.
What if you use
fake
the
driving lessons?
puppies as the bowling ball?
Of course, mommy at school.
So we're rolling the dog down the lane?
Yeah.
It's just cruel.
Big T's at work.
I think Peter's going to have a problem with that.
Peter?
Blagged?
No, not Peter Lambert. That's Pete Sauce. What really matters is this.
Oh, can I ask something quickly?
Sure.
Quick. Well, never mind. It's not funny.
Fantastic.
What the hell?
You have an ad that you do where you say you're weird Uncle Peter. Is that a direct shot at my Uncle Peter?
No.
Okay, thank you. What? He does.
What really matters is this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Joey, the spinoff from Friends, was
Disaster.
canceled halfway through its second season.
Yeah.
The final 8 episodes were never aired.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That is pretty.
I know it was
pretty
canceled.
bad.
I
They
didn't
don't
know
even
that.
air it.
Yeah, that seems like a waste, right? Why not air it?
Right.
You know?
God, how bad are the ratings where it's better to just rerun something else than even put 8 more episodes of a new show on? That it's going the wrong way.
What does that do to one's ego?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the $1 million an episode of Friends probably made him feel a lot better.
He must have felt like he had no friends.
Man, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Joey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to L.A., I think, to
That's
be
a
an
big
actor.
deal, man. Yeah, big deal.
It failed almost immediately. Nobody wanted it.
It's like Joni Nails Chachi.
Same thing.
No, that's not what it's called. It's nose, not nails.
You think it's Joni Knows Chachi?
It's not Joni Nails Chachi.
You just said it's nose.
Isn't it?
You think it's Joni is aware that Chachi exists?
Yes.
Hey, anybody here familiar with Chachi? Joni Knows Chachi.
See?
That's the name of the show?
See, you guys are making fun, but it was a show about CTE.
Sauce, what's the name of the show?
Joni. Nice to meet you, Chachi. Joni. No, isn't it Joni Knows Chachi?
No.
Joni loves Chachi.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
You got there. You
By the
got
way,
there.
thanks to a
What a
couple
ride.
of listeners, we've narrowed it down. I probably got the throwing stars either from a flea market or I ordered them from the back of one of my comic books.
Wow.
Oh, that's probably right.
Yeah, that's right.
They sold them online.
Of course.
to kids
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It was the 80s and 70s, man. They didn't care.
Yeah, they were happy.
Yeah.
Kung Fu movies were everywhere.
Oh,
Yes,
everywhere,
correct.
man.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Wild news presented by Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst. The Wild won 4-2 yesterday over Chicago. They lost 5-4 on Saturday to the Flames as part of Hockey Day Minnesota. So they split over the weekend. Boldy, 3 assists yesterday, though. Goals by Spurgeon, Gaudreau, Eriksson Ek, and Foligno. Zachary.
Yeah, I would imagine Boldy probably got catalyst of the game. I never got the email from Fallness to let us know, but
He passed away.
Probably.
To say he did.
Yeah, they were starting to get back on track. It was a rough third period because they were up 3-0 and things were looking better. But a long road trip here, they're better on the road than they are at home.
Unanswerable
it was a
question.
tough night.
Unanswerable question.
On
But
Saturday.
They are. I think they believe. They have the best record in the NHL on the road. Still, I think.
I would imagine, yes.
I think they have the best record still in the NHL on the road. They are sub 500 at home.
It's the
What's going on
craziest
here?
thing. No, but I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like this. But they play so much better on the road when they play here at home. I just, especially recently in the last week, I mean their game is not there. They took down a really good Avalanche team on the road a week ago and thought maybe they were turning everything around, and then last couple of games at home were about as bad as we've seen. And Hines admitted that, and it's a weird time, man. It's a weird team right now, but hopefully they can figure it out because. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. It's weird that they are so bad at home but so good on the road.
But what really matters is this.
Ruben Rivera was voted off the Yankees by the rest of the team after he stole teammate Derek Jeter's glove and bat and sold him for $2,500.
Wow.
What's the problem here?
I'm surprised that came down to a team vote.
I'm surprised it was only $2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the management just be like, you're gone?
Yeah, right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where did he sell it? On eBay? Like, you got to sell it on the black market, right? You got to sell it off the books.
Yeah, correct.
So it's
For
not
cash.
trackable.
No paper trail.
No paper trail.
Cash and cash only.
Yeah. God, when eBay first started, it was the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't
It was
believe
the
it.
Wild
You
West.
find whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good. I like it.
I don't think I have purchased anything on eBay in at least 15 years.
You will be shocked by this. I was always outbid because I knew I was being outbid by the person selling it. That was always a thing in early eBay where, like, if Corey was selling, 50 throwing stars, I'd be like, I'll bid $8. And then somebody would bid 9. And I'd go, I'll bid 10. And it was just the guy selling the item. That was a big thing in early eBay.
Sounded like you were just explaining a standard auction. How did you know that it was the person that was selling it?
Just because friends of mine were like super into eBay and they knew all like the tips and tricks. But like when you let's say you're going to buy something like there used to be on eBay, I would buy these like Van Morrison bootlegs, right? It'd be like $3, right? No one cares, but I care. No one else is buying that. No one. And then all of a sudden I'd be like, I bid $4. And some, Steve 8885 is like, I bid 12. And I'm like, damn it, Steve 885, I bid 13. Then it would go from there. The only person that is bidding on it is a fake account from the person owning it. You know that I'm right, but you're like, listen, man, dude, I'm serious.
I don't mean to disagree. It's a terrible example because I know Steve did 885, and he's a regular guy, and he likes whatever that crap was you were buying, and he wanted
Morrison bootlegs.
That's what I'm saying.
But I would be outbid by the person selling it,
or other people.
No one is buying a Van Morrison bootleg.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. But no one else at midnight.
What if Steve 8885 is going, God, I bet Meat Sauce 1 is the guy who's selling it.
No, this
is like, no one else would want this.
No, so you're telling me people on eBay
Bizarro? Come on, Mr. Did 85, please.
Their accounts? That's the easiest thing ever.
So how many eBay auctions 15 years ago were actually completed and the winning bid was somebody other than the person selling it? You're saying 100% of those auctions were
no, not
just the ones that you were a part
not
of.
All of them, but you have to admit that's obviously a good strategy.
Happened. Of course it happened, but you're making it sound like every one you ever bid on.
That's the only time I ever used eBay. I never used it for anything else. I just wanted Van Morrison bootlegs.
But you're saying every time you got outbid, it was always by the person selling it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's why you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
You think the world's against you.
100%.
No one else could have possibly outbid you. It had to be the seller.
Guys, I'm trying to turn the channel myself, and I'm on the show.
Sorry.
Tough break for Steve 8885 because he was loving this conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, God, Paul's finally on to me.
Yeah, here he goes again.
It was
$6.
Upselling all my Van Morrison merch.
Ben!
Yeah.
Can I do what really matters?
What really matters is this.
Man, I always wondered if this ever happened. Oh, this is terrible.
What to tell? I'm on the edge of my seat.
A spectator at a high school track and field meet was killed.
Javelin.
Close. Was struck by a hammer.
Oh, the hammer throw?
Thrown out of bounds during a competition at the University of Colorado.
Way to go, Boris Yeltsin. Call back.
Yeah, that's a good one. The university confirmed the hammer cleared certified barriers and hit the
There's sex workers there.
My God.
Well, it's a track meet. Hit the spectator who was pronounced dead at the scene.
Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Ugh.
I believe the great rapper MC Hammer once said, please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
You should say that every time you throw one.
Yeah.
What do you say if you're the thrower? You know, in golf, if you hit it outside the fairway, you got to yell 4. Yeah. What do you yell in that situation?
8, because it's larger.
Dear God, I hope you got sold by Steve 8885.
I hope you get sold on eBay for things.
That's illegal.
No.
That's human trafficking. You're in favor of human trafficking?
No, I'm not.
That's what you just said. You said you wanted me to get sold on eBay.
Yeah, but I am in favor of it if it just involves you.
That's true. I'm into
like if we found out, hey, where did Corey go? And then all of a sudden we found out you were being used as a human pin cushion around town, that'd be great.
Where's the money
But
go?
it just happened to Corey. Who cares if Steve 885 got it?
Who's selling him?
And who cares? It'd be super funny if Corey had a human
Can we put you on eBay?
Right?
Because somebody bought me, but again, who sold me?
I believe it was a charity, like
right.
See,
we're all in favor. We're all in favor.
Again, I just want to know where my hard-earned money.
7 cores for kids.
I'm not in favor of that. I wouldn't. See, everybody wants
to change the jingle up.
Oh, guys, it finally happened yesterday. It's been all year. Yesterday was the 26th. We finally lost a horse at Santa Anita. I was wondering how long it was going to take.
Got hit by a hammer.
Santa Anita has suffered its first racehorse fatality of the year. 5-year-old thoroughbred was euthanized after an injury. Was happened on Saturday during a race. People say, don't fight the Fed. Was immediately attended to by a veterinarian, but his injuries did not allow for surgery. In 2024, 14 horses died from racing or training injuries at the track.
All right, so 14 last year, 1 this year.
Yeah, right.
All right, Sauce. You want me to gamble?
Yeah, good bit. Good bit.
Over, under 14.
He goes, I'm in.
I'm in. Of course I'm
no
in.
matter what it.
You want the over or the under? Over 14 or under 14?
Oh, my.
They're betting on Santa and, horse deaths.
You guys have a real problem.
I'll
This is
take
horse
the,
racing to
I'll
a
take
new
the
level.
under.
I want the under.
All right, I'll take the over.
100?
Sure.
Book it.
Yeah. I'll take the over for sure.
All right.
If it gets
so-
you to gamble.
How much you putting on it?
$100.
Okay.
I have under 14. You have over 14. If exactly 14 horses die, then it's
push.
a push.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering how much money. Because if it was a lot of money, why don't you fly out there and start killing horses?
My
towards the end of the
God.
year?
Just
I'm sorry to do this to you, long neck.
All right, so you have the over, right?
yes, sir.
All right, so in this segment, you have advocated for me to be human trafficked,
Just
and
you.
you are cheering now and financially benefiting from deaths of horses.
Sure.
Man,
Now, just
you make interesting
for
choices.
the eventual jury listing, I just want you human trafficked. Nobody else. Be a great story.
That's not going to hold up in court.
Oh, it will. Yes, it will.
The news is next. Ben Lieber is here. Michael J. Mussman III should be here in a second as well. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.